We are going to start with physics, chapter number 13, magnetic effect of electric current. Now, the name itself suggests you a little bit more on it, but it says magnetic effect. Now, if you see magnetic effect of electric current, surprisingly, how does a magnetic effect is been related to current? The first question arises in our mind. How does a magnetic effect, magnetic thing affect current? This current and magnet, what is the relation? We never saw such things, but today in this chapter I'm going to show you and we are going to share details regarding this thing. But before that, let us try and see few things regarding magnet. Now you know magnet we have learned, right? We have learned magnet, that we saw magnets are of so many types. One is a bar magnet, this is a bar magnet, okay, this is a bar magnet. Now you know on bar magnet there is one something called north pole and a south pole, okay. Now the other thing what you have noticed is in a bar magnet, if you see, when you try to put two bar magnet near each other, there is something, either attraction or repulsion happens, okay. Now in what way it will happen? So you know like poles means if you take north together, right, if you take north together, okay, or if you take south together, they, what do? They repel each other. So like poles repel means they will go away from each other. And if you take unlike poles, like north south or south north, what do? They attract. So what we have learned? Like poles repel each other, unlike poles attract each other. So first property or first thing we understood is this thing, that like poles repel, unlike poles attract. So this is about a bar magnet. Or regarding a magnet, right, there is another type of magnet also available called a horseshoe magnet, okay, that is called horseshoe magnet, okay. So first of all what we learn regarding a bar magnet. In a bar magnet, like poles repel each other, unlike poles attract each other, fine. Second thing is about, there is something called magnetic field. Magnet have magnetic field. Now what does that mean? Magnet have a magnetic field means the area around a bar magnet, there must be some attraction in this area only. For example, if you put an iron nail here, right, will it going to attract by this magnet? Right, it depends upon the magnet. For example, if that is very far, right, if it is very far, then it is not going to reach, or it is not going to be attracted by a bar magnet. But if you put it here, definitely it got attracted. Why? Because it is under the range. It's like your Wi-Fi range, right? Whenever you put your router until certain area only, you can get the network of that thing, and the network keep on losing it as you go far and far away from it, okay. But if you are under the range of that router, you will get the Wi-Fi. Same thing happen. In a bar magnet, it has a very short magnetic field around. If you put a needle or an iron piece near that range, it will get attracted. But if it is far from it, it is not going to attract, okay. So this range or this field is called magnetic field. It's called magnetic field. You know what is field is, right? Area, region. So this is magnetic field around a bar magnet. Now the question arises that Magnetic field have magnetic field lines. Magnetic field have magnetic field lines, right? Magnetic field lines. Now you must have noticed something, right? Then if you put an iron nails everywhere, if you put an iron nails everywhere, you know they all get attracted at the poles mostly. They mostly attracted towards poles. Why do not they get attracted at the middle? Definitely they will get attracted towards the middle also, but that attraction is less than the poles. Question is why? Why do two poles, like poles repel and unlike poles attract? Question is many. Alright? Questions are many. But before that, let us see in your book. Okay? I'll come to this first page a little later. Who is this person and what? Let us talk first about magnetic field. So as what you know, I told you magnetic field. The ending point towards north is called north pole, seeking or north pole, and the other end that point towards the south is called south seeking or south pole. Now you know you have a magnetic compass with you. If you put it, if you shake a little and then put it, then the needle is going to rotate a little and then it going to be steady. Okay, so needle pointing the north is called north pole and needle pointing the south is called south pole. Then what I said, they are going to do an experiment. In the experiment, what we are going to take? We are going to take a white paper or a drawing board paper. We put a bar magnet in the center and we are going to sprinkle some iron filling around. What we are going to do? We are going to sprinkle some iron fillings around. Understood what I am trying to say? We are going to sprinkle some iron fillings around, right? So if we are going to sprinkle some iron fillings around, what is going to happen? Let me show you. So it's like this. We have take a paper. This is your bar magnet and this is your bar magnet and we are going to sprinkle some iron fillings around. Uneven like this. Iron, now the question is what is iron fillings? Iron fillings means the powder of iron. Yes, a very small pieces of iron, that we call it as iron fillings. Okay, that we call it as iron fillings. So what we are going to do is, when you put this thing, what happen is this bar magnet, they are going to get arranged. These iron fillings are going to arrange like this in some particular manner, right? Let me show it in your textbook. See, can you see this figure here? In this figure you can notice that this iron fillings are going to rearrange in a way like this. So this iron fillings are arranged in a way that if you see, it looks crowded like this, right? See, the iron fillings arrange themselves in a pattern. Why does this pattern demonstrate? The magnet exert an influence in the region. This iron fillings experience a force and the force thus exerted makes iron fillings to arrange in a pattern, and this region around the magnet, we call it as a magnetic field. But the question arises, this lines you can see, those lines we call it as, what do you call this lines? Magnetic field lines. What do you call these lines? Magnetic field lines. Okay, so it looks like this. This is your north pole, this is your south pole, and the magnetic field lines are like this. It comes out of north and goes into the south like this. Okay, so magnetic field works like this. So these lines we call it as magnetic field lines. We call it as magnetic field lines. What do you call magnetic field lines? So what is the rule of a magnetic field line? It's come out of north pole and goes into the south pole. It comes out of a north pole and goes into the south pole, right? So what is the direction of magnetic field line outside the magnet? right? Outside the magnet, it emerges out. It emerge means it going to come out of a north pole and goes into the south pole, and inside the magnet, what is the direction? It is from south to north. It is from south to north. And the important thing is they are parallel. Important thing is they are parallel. So, what is the direction of magnetic field line inside the magnet? It is from south to north. And what is the direction of magnetic field outside the magnet? It is from north to south. Okay. Second thing is what? These two lines never cross each other. They do not cross each other. Never, two magnetic field lines never cross each other. Okay, are you getting what I am trying to say? They never cross each other. So, understand thing, magnetic field lines never cross each other. This is the second property. So, what we are learning? We are learning the property of a magnetic field lines, right? So, first property is what I said, I'm make you write also. Magnetic field lines emerge out of a north pole and goes into the south pole outside the magnet, and inside the magnet the direction is from south to north, and they are parallel to each other. Second thing, magnetic field lines never cross each other, right? Magnetic field line never cross each other. Third thing, it is a vector quantity. Now, you know what is a vector quantity. It requires both magnitude as well as direction. It requires both magnitude as well as direction. Okay, it is a vector quantity. Fourth and the last one, if you see properly here at this region at the poles, the magnetic field lines are close, and here the magnetic field lines are far. So, they say when the lines are close to each other, when the lines are close to each other, they have strong magnetic field. Do you get one answer of this thing? So, where the magnetic field is strong in a magnet? At the poles. That is the reason maximum times the things get attached to the poles. Okay. So, where does the magnetic field lines is stronger? It is stronger at the poles, and here it is weak. It has weak magnetic field. So, magnetic fields is stronger at the poles and magnetic fields is weak at the middle. Why? Because of magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines are close. Where the magnetic field lines are close, they have strong magnetic field, and where they are weak, where they are far, it has weak magnetic field. Let me show you in your textbook. See this one, the highlighted part you see. Magnetic field is the quantity that has both direction and magnitude. So, this is first property, means it is a vector quantity. Second, the direction of magnetic field is taken to be the direction in which north pole of a compass needle moves inside, means it emerged from north pole and merged to the south pole, and inside the magnet the direction of field is from south pole to the north pole. Okay. Last one, if you see, the relative strength of the magnetic field is the degree of closeness, means the way I say it, when the magnetic field lines are close, the field is stronger. Okay. And the last one, no two field lines are found to cross each other. So, these are four properties of magnetic field you remember. How many properties you remember? Four, right? Four properties you have to remember. It is a vector quantity. The direction of magnetic field is taken to be in the direction which a north pole, means it emerge out of a north pole and merge into the south pole outside the magnet, and inside it is from south to north. Third one, where the magnetic field lines are close to each other, the field is stronger, and when they are far from each other, the field is weak. And the last one, no two field lines cross each other. So, basically we have learned today is about magnet and the magnetic field lines and the magnetic field. Okay. Still, I must say, we are just learning the basic part of our chapter. After then, we are going to have a relation between magnetic field and the current. Okay. So, that is it for today. Thank you so much.